Okay guys, what's up? So today I just wanted to show you a little bit of a replay that I was doing. So I just decided to hop on BTD Battles and play some Bonanza because that's what was on. And so I went against this guy, not thinking anything of it. Just gonna play a regular game, right? And so at some point he just went crazy. You just gotta watch. So it's a normal game. Nothing special about it. Just normal Bonanza, you know? So I'm just doing my stuff. And as you see, I'll just fast forward a bit. So he kind of just starts to rush me a little bit right there. So I lose a few lives. Don't think anything of it, really. So then I just start working on my farming. Just keep on going with that. And then I was like, well, he's kind of doing that. He's kind of sending me balloons. So I was like, I'll send him some balloons, make him upgrade some stuff. So I do that. And then right in a few rounds, as soon as he could send yellows, he just decides to rush me with yellows just for no reason. I did nothing, didn't say anything, nothing at all. Just a normal game, right? So he just completely just rushes me. I'm just trying to work on my farming here, just trying to get everything upgraded so I'm ready for the high rounds or whatever. So he first starts sending greens, and then he rushes with yellows. So I boost that, and then he boosts them, boosts the balloons. So I get another banana, or balloon jitsu or whatever, yeah. So then I'm like, okay, how would he like it if I rushed him? So then he upgrades a whole bunch of stuff and has to boost. So I'm just laughing at this point because that's funny. Because I barely had to spend any money and he just completely upgraded. And then at some point I was waiting for him to rush me with leads and I was like, okay, whatever. So I just immediately upgrade to my flash bomber. So then the rounds just keep going by and by. So I kind of realized that he has nothing. So at some point close here, yeah, I rush him. And so he upgrades immediately just to a Apache dart ship. Then he starts getting his tack shooters upgraded. And then I thought he got rid of his Apache. So I think somewhere right here, yeah, I rush him again. And I was like, oh shoot, he still has it. So then I see he gets a super monkey up there. So I'm just trying to get my eco up. So I just send a couple pinks. Still working on my farming. Don't get anything. I'm like, well, glaive lords are pretty good. I have them, so I might as well. So then I just send some more balloons. Keep going. And nothing really special happened. Just the rounds go by. You can watch if you want. I'll let you guys watch. So here I decide to get some more farms. And then he rushes me. And continuously rushes me for a little bit. So I'm just like, okay. And I already got a sun god, so I wasn't really worried about it. Then he started sending camos, so I kind of boosted. Didn't know if I was going to be able to live it or not. So I just get 2 more balloon jitsus, and then he stops rushing me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And then the rounds go by. And as you see, I got a temple. Just so I could, because I didn't know what he was going to send. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So I decided, I was like, okay, I have enough money. I'm just going to start building up temples. So I start building up my temples here. So the rounds go by. I just keep on updating stuff. I get my banana banks or whatever, so that because I realized he did, so I was like, oh, his eco or whatever is really high, so he's gonna be gaining a lot around. So I was like, well, shoot, I might as well do that. Upgrade my temple in the bottom. I get those 3, and I remembered I had one right here on the right side. So I'm like, okay. I don't really know why, but I keep putting, like, glaive lords, like, a whole bunch, like, I don't even know why, because there's no point in putting them in the temple. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I start running low on money. So then I wait and just save up and then try and upgrade my farm back. At this point, I'm not paying attention to his side. And I see he's got all these support Chinooks. And then I look at our lives and I'm like, oh shoot, he's going to be getting more lives or whatever, since you can do that. If you don't know how, then basically you just get a Chinook, support Chinook, and you upgrade it all the way to 4, and the ability will, like, it's like every time you call it, yeah, it gives you money and then it'll give you lives. As you see, he's 249 and the max is 150 usually. That's how you do that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna build up another sun temple or whatever. And then I get some technological tears up here, as you see, because I was like, oh, he's got some, I might as well. So I was like, plus they're a lot stronger than whatever. And I kind of forget that I had ninjas. And as you see later in the video, like once he starts rushing me, like you'll see he just completely rushes me with ZOMGs. Yeah, right here. And so I think I'm gonna die right here, because like I get really scared. So I start rushing him. And I only rush him with like a few because I'm low on money or whatever. So I like send a few more because I'm catching up on money. I don't know why it's lagging. It wasn't lagging this bad in game. Sorry about that. Or whatever. So I keep on rushing him with just like a few. Not really sending him a lot because I'm pretty sure. Because at that point I'm like, okay, he's going to be able to defend it really easy. And my sun gods are defending him pretty easily too. And I was surprised about that because there's not really anything sacrificed into him to make them stronger. They're just like normal ones because the glaive lords don't really do anything. So I'm like, shoot, whatever, I'm gonna die now. So I start placing, I place right here up in the top right a boomerang monkey with the ability. So I pop that, and then I also pop the technological tears ability. Yeah, as you see right there. And then he finally stopped sending, so I'm like, yes, he stopped sending. And then I look, and there's more. So I'm like, great. And if you look, you can see his money. He's got over almost 1 million. So it's like crazy. So I'm like, Jesus. So he just keeps on sending and sending and sending more and more. So I'm thinking I'm going to die. So I keep buying more technological tears and just making more. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I just keep making more and more. Just popping the ability. Just making sure that I don't die. Because at some point I could have given up. But I'm just like, okay, whatever. There's not really anything at risk here. So I was like, I might as well. So then, it just goes by. Keeps on going and going. Nothing really special happens. And I'm like thinking, I'm like, shoot, I'm actually going to die. Because the ZOMGs are getting all the way to like the left part, like the middle area where the balloons go through. And I'm like, dang, I'm going to die. So I pop all the abilities. And then at some point, I remember that I have ninjas. And the ninjas, I boost right here. The ninjas have the sabotage supply lines ability, which like slows all the balloons down. So I kind of remember that, and I'm like, shoot, I have that. So at some point, I don't even get why this is lagging. You look at like the bottom left corner, bottom left. You'll see like 2 ninjas be planted right there, which both get upgraded to sabotage supply lines. So I'm like, oh shoot. So I'm like, wait, I have the ninjas. So I use that, and I just pop those, so it slows everything down, because the balloons are like really far at this point. I'm like struggling. So I start sending him some. I boost him. I'm thinking I'm just like, okay, screw it, I'm gonna die, I might as well rush him. Not thinking anything of it. I think this is the point where I realize that I can use the ninja sabotage supply lines. So I do that right in the corner. So I just keep sending him more ZOMGs, not even thinking anything of it. So not quite yet. I haven't put the ninjas down, but I'm not paying attention to his side. So yeah, if you see right there, I have the camo, so it's like it looks different, but right there in the bottom left, you can see it. And then boom, he's dead. not even thinking anything of it. So I'm just like shaking my head. I'm just like, wow. Just, yeah. Just, so then, like, that's how the match went. But it was just crazy because I didn't really think that I was going to win that one. And I ended up, and I did. So I was like, okay. So, yeah, that's my clutch win for Balloons Tower Defense Battles. I'll be making more of these videos if you want. So yeah, that'll be like the end of this video today. Like, subscribe, whatever. Do what you want, comment, whatever. I'll try and read them. But yeah, that's my video. Have a great day.